Welcome back to Jack 4. Let's see if I can negotiate all of these various UI widgets and what's its... Let's see. And also at some point, apparently Twitch's VOD settings are changing, so I'm gonna have to see what that's all about. But anyway, let's also see, what is this? I think this is all gonna be like, basically I'm playing disc 3 of the Jack 3 OST, which is just the backing tracks for various cinematics, it seems like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put on the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack. I'm sure that will not be copyright. Actually, I'm almost 100% certain that that is copyrightable. That seems like a Disney Square Enix thing. Let's try the Final Fantasy X OST. I've been paranoid. I've had to do like a whole bunch of work for... Okay, so this one is apparently like... So this is the Final Fantasy X OST. It's apparently just a guy talking. Okay. I'm sure this will not be a poor fit. But anyway, I've had to do so much work because I used Eiko music, he's a Japanese hip-hop artist, and all of it's copyright claimed. So I've had to do a bunch of work, because also some of the songs, like, they're not just copyright claimed, it's actively blocked from distribution on YouTube. Because, like, I don't care if it's, like, I can't run ads on it. I'm not... My stream VODs get like 2 views on YouTube. Like the biggest one I think had 33 views, and I'm assuming the watch time is not fantastic on it. So, I'm not really sweating like losing out on all my potential millions from posting, 500 hours of Jack 4 content. But okay, that's enough of that. What I need to do is I'm gonna get like a low detail version of everything. I've been doing too good of a job with these models. Like, look at this. Look at all this beautiful detail. This is a completely unnecessary and unprecedented level of detail in the game. And that's not necessarily a good thing, because I need to make the rest of the game at a comparable level of detail. So I should probably start with, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make some simple buildings. Let's just put in some buildings and cubes and things, and not sweat it too much. Actually, I'll even get out. Hopefully, what have I been working on recently? I don't think it's anything like. Okay, it's fine. But I won't. All right. Eventually, I just need to get like a dedicated development computer, and then I can just use this one for my own nefarious purposes. Alright, so we got shops and businesses, residential, little gardens, mini palace. There's gotta be something else here. Like, this is like nothing right now. And then I think that'll be pretty open. This villa will be a lot of work. I'll do that last. I'll move this over to the other window and just have that as reference. And eventually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in multiple passes so that... Let's see. What am I actually... Hang on. Oh, right. I'm using the Final Fantasy X soundtrack. Okay, but we need chunk 12. So I'm going to build this out in multiple phases as I get more detail in the rest of the world. So for the start, we're just going to have some simple blocks that you can't enter. And then, if I have time, I'm going to add more layers to the building, so it'll be multi-storied and like have paths running or crisscrossing the whole thing, because that'd be fun. And then I'll add and make like the doors enterable or something. But alright, let's do the gardens, I think. Man, also I need to, like... I don't care. Eventually I need to parent all of these to children. Let's see. Oh. I think that's good enough. Basically, this will just be a humble little garden. This feels very different than how Final Fantasy music sound like. I guess I haven't played a Final Fantasy game to completion. That's something I think I mentioned once before, that I've been playing through Final Fantasy 1. I need to keep doing that and stick with it. Because it's kind of fun. Like, this may come as a surprise, but classic RPG Final Fantasy, actually, kind of a fun game. Because you make your little squadron and you... Oop. Oh. And then you give him some equipment. I want to try one. I have a pretty conventional party now, but what I want to do next is 3 black belts and a white mage to babysit them. I think that'd be pretty fun. Alright, but this is one garden. So what are these going to be called, though? I think I'm going to do, like... And I'm gonna have the actual mesh for the garden as a separate thing. So this will be, what, garden soil? I think it'd be, they pile it up like that. And I'll eventually add, like, foliage, but I'll make it as separate prefabs. Also, I'm gonna, like, punch this up a little bit, like, make it a little bit imperfect. That's a little bit too imperfect. Because I want it to still be, like... to look like they knew what they were doing when they made it. It's just, it's made of stone, and it's hundreds of... Well, this is probably only, like... Well, not that old. Where else was I putting these pieces of trash? Another one right here. Well, you could have a lovely little, like, door there. Actually, I'll just make a generic doorway. That looks pretty good. And then, look at that. Actually, I'm gonna also bring this up a little bit, and I should fix this N-gon so I actually, like, you know, have some control over what the shading is gonna look like. Good enough. Eh. Not a great little system, but that's okay. This song's a bit too intense for me. Well, for background music. I should have done... I didn't even add an outline on that door. That's so crude. I know. There'll be another one here. And there's gonna be... Oh yeah, there's gonna be a little secret entrance. Eventually I'll figure out how to do that. Oh, and these will make... Now that I'm thinking about it, these will make some great, culling things. Or occlusion planes. Imagine all the geometry I don't have to render if you're down here. Okay, but that's enough of that. Let's do like that. Beautiful. So this is Garden 2. Or actually, I'll just do that. I don't know what this thing is now. I know, actually. This is the entrance to this little sub area, and that also has this. So that'll be very cool once I definitely get it in the game. Yeah, that seems okay. Well, actually, I'll move it down a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so the next gardens are... There's some gardens all around this community center. So it'll be like cube. Oh wait, I should have, important thing. This is smooth as well, and it has the, auto smooth. So here, let's make just a really simple thing. Actually, what is this called? Let's say it does something like this, and then it's going to do a lovely little, like, arch, I don't know, around it, I think would be good. So yeah, let's say right here, it then does a circle. Okay. So what I need to do now whoops. Oop. There we go. And then I'll do the same thing over here. Actually, let's take this whole thing. Cursor. I want it to be like as close to flush, or as close to like properly aligned with this as I can get it, like eyeballing it. Yeah, this would be nice. And let's see, and then there will be a building right here. So I should add that right now. So what'll this be? It'll be like housing. Actually, something like that. With this one, oh, not quite like that. There we go. So there's our beautiful, beautiful residential area. It will certainly have doors at some point in the discernible future. In fact, look at this. Wait, why didn't I? Good. Okay. Now they're all working right. These are actually not terribly big doors. Well, actually, maybe this one's just, like, huge. It is the fanciest door. And let's even put these, like, parents of this. And I'm gonna say this will slightly warble. I want a little bit more, you know, gracefulness to this. Look at this. They can do so many games in here. They could play like tennis. They could put a tennis net. I think that'd be pretty good. I think they would like tennis. It's also a game that doesn't require as much like physical strength to be competitive in. Like, you can't, like, you don't do better if you just, like, launch the ball 200 feet, you know, past the court, because that's what I used to do when I played tennis. Well, no, you could use some strength. It's more finesse, though. But, like, if you did know where to hit the ball, you could just pile drive it into the ground. So yeah, I guess I was completely wrong. Jackie would utterly obliterate all these little guys at tennis. And also I've been thinking of, like, more things that the player can do, because right now I only have I have 3 different games the player can do, essentially. There's racing, or time trials, basically. So you have to get from point A to point B. There's getting from point A to point B with a fixed set of jumps, and then there's killing a set number of enemies. So a few that I've been thinking of are killing enemies on a time limit, and then also a game that I played called Here Comes Nico was really good about creating, like, diverse scenarios. So there's like a mini game where you have to plant flowers, and you do that by jumping on a grid, and then it plants flowers by, like, certain rules. So it's very... And then there's, you know, so, like, you had to choose where to jump. Or, like, there's an NPC who had, a sensitive stomach, and you had to carry him on your back and only jump a few times to actually do things. Like, it was very good at creating diverse scenarios from its movement. Like, you did a bunch of things, but they all still accounted for, like, jump from point A to point B with a certain set of requirements. So I'd like to be better at that as well. Because right now I only have, you know, jump the right number of times, go fast, and kill things. So maybe all that to say is I'm going to implement tennis. Because, you know, because mechanics. Because the game needs it. Because here come Nico from the hit game Here Comes Nico told me to add it. Because they are my friend. But okay, I need to smooth shade this. So this is, what is this, garden soil again? Actually, I wonder... I don't think tennis would actually be very good with my moveset. I'd have to make a new animation for, like, the attack. I mean, she could play soccer. But that'd also be pretty hard to implement. Here Comes Nico had volleyball, which was pretty good, because all you had to do was move to where the ball is going to be, and then you could optionally jump, I think, which imparted more velocity to the ball. And you only needed to do that for a fixed number of times, because the ball always returned to where the AI was. So, like, they didn't need to program, like, you know, complicated volleyball AI or something. Let's do... What is this? Garden? Okay, garden 4. What other things could I do? Because I could do... I think maybe some sort of, like, approximation of soccer. Maybe just, like, getting the ball into the goal, and you have to, like, hit it from a specific angle, or, like, at a certain speed or something. I don't know if that'd work very well, but that could be something worth investigating. Because I don't have the resources to actually make, like, soccer. Oh, wait. The quads should be concave, at the very least. I shouldn't be like a caveman over here. In fact, I'm just gonna commit this one to triangulation. See, and then there's some stuff around here because there's going to be that little mini palace. Let's see. And then I think most importantly, I need the garden around this, because there'll also be little round gardens, but I think I might just use the vegetable gardens. I was about to say vegetable gardens. Oh well. Let's do... scale. See. I think what I'll do first is I'll do taking out enemies, you know, in a certain time limit. And also I'll add the ability to create, like, arenas where the player has to use certain weapons to take out enemies. Because I think both of those will give me a lot to work with. And I'm gonna apply the scale of this one. And then I'll decide if I need wackier games like badminton or baseball. What are these called? I don't think I... Yeah, I didn't give these a name. Did I give this a name? I don't think so. Yeah. And this one should be in here. Yeah. I should also have things like statues and shrines and stuff. Because, like, those are, like, a valuable component of an empire. Like, those are, like, how an emperor actually builds trust and, like, conveys to a people that they, you know, deserve to get taxes. Let's see, and these were all parented to this. Yeah, okay. And you know what? I'll even put these attached to this. Let's see if that worked. Yeah, look at that. Now all of these can be called in one check. Let's see. So there's also going to be a thing here. Let's add a circle. 16. Let's do like 6 meters. Because what I'm going to do is... now let's add this here. And I'll make the exact same circle. Yeah, like that. Oh, wait, I need to... I forgot, I don't need this one. Because what I'm going to do... Perfect. Okay. That looks pretty good. So now it's not symmetrical, but these shapes should still feel connected since they're the same size of a circle. Did I forget what I was doing with that? I think on this side I forgot that I was going to do this. Oh well. It does feel a bit dishonest to call this a Godot stream when I think most of the work from now on is going to be Blender. I should play more like goofy 3D platformers to see how, like, what sort of content they have, like how they contextualize the jumping and walking around and doing the gameplay stuff. Because I need side quest ideas. Of, like, you know, completely recontextualizing the running and the jumping. Because I can certainly contextualize like combat stuff as like you need to kill these creatures for this reason. But that's not going to do like that's not going to mix up the actual like game encounters much. Okay. I'm gonna reward myself, treat myself, do some self-care, and run around the world aimlessly. Because I now have all but... There's 4 gardens that I need left. But look at this. Think of how many trees they can put here to show off their access to water. Actually, I should think of... I think I want them to have, like, really exotic plants for the area. Like pine trees. Like, just something weird. Like, it's like, oh, they must have... Like, it's not like a cactus or something. It's like, oh, man, they have, like, ferns growing here. There aren't ferns in 1,000 miles of here. Think of all the money they have to spend on that. They have to keep it in the shade. They have to, in the summer months, they have to uproot it from the garden and take it inside and, like, put it in the villa. Oh, I forgot to do the shade smooth on this thing. Okay. But let's get our little things here. Because I need garden, doorway, garden. Oh, garden soul, okay. So all of these are just gonna have the default brick material. I'll do the second pass where I actually make like more than one material at some point, someday. Let's see, and I guess for the actual garden soil. Oh, I forgot to parent this properly. I'll do that right now. This one's still all screwed up. And one thing I would like to do is then parent entities to these things, but the problem is, the way Godot's importing works is, if this is ever moved, so like, if I suddenly decide I want this to be parented to this, then anything that I parent to this in Godot is gonna get deleted. Like, it doesn't just put it somewhere else, it just deletes it permanently. So that's something that I'd be concerned about. What is this? Oh, Balter. Hey, Balter. I don't actually know if this guy's ever been formally introduced. I don't know if any of the NPCs have actually been introduced on stream. But Balter basically hates your mom. And he's like the mayor of this town. Oh, I forgot to do this one. Who knew Final Fantasy games had good soundtracks? I could get more performance if I replaced the triplanar shader with just a regular, like, world space UV map shader. Because basically, I'm just going to have one texture for the ground. And then everything else kind of doesn't matter, but I'll add it anyway. But this means that it's going to do 2 texture samples that are unnecessary, because this is always going to be, like, horizontal. But let's do, like... no. Actually, I liked it a bit bigger, because I have random noise on it, so it's pretty dense, even at this, like, very, very low resolution. And that way, hopefully, ooh. Look at that. That's the wrong one. How could I have been so blind? Okay, eventually I need to figure out what I'm actually going to put there, but for now it can be like golfing green. Or whatever it is. Actually, I wonder if the unnecessary texture samples would have a bigger performance impact than changing shaders. Because that's another consideration. Because I could have, you know, the triplanar shader and then the sample 1 texture in world space shader. Wait, oh, this one also has, like, big seams. Okay, I'll walk through all of it then, and I won't, like... Yeah, like, I don't need to go back and forth so much. Why did I add this? I think it looks... Oh, no. I think there's something wrong here. I think that's just slightly off. And... yeah, this feels like a mini golf course. Maybe I'll add mini golf to the game. I don't know how you would play it. You know, in like, as like a platforming challenge. I mean, I know I'm actually pretty good at mini golf. I think I should do a mini golf stream. I think if this game dev thing doesn't pan out, I'll be a professional mini golfer. Now that I think about it, this would make a great putting green. Like, that's what this texture screams to me. So I should probably make it a bit more modeled if I want it to be for like what it is. And also, for some reason this fort lost its collision layer. There we go. And I'm thinking, before it's too late, I should probably attach all of these to or like build a proper hierarchy so that the occlusion culling is fast, or the frustum culling and stuff. But nah, whatever. I'll save that for another day. I kind of want to start on like occlusion planes. Nah, I don't. I want to play around more. I have an hour and a half to kill. Well, to kill, as if I don't have like 1,000 tons of work to do. Like the doors don't even stand out from the frame. Oh yeah, and I forgot to... I need to check up here as well. Yeah, so I think they'll have lots of like deciduous trees and leafy things in their garden, and like local, you know, a mix of local flowers and exotic plants from far beyond the desert. Also, I need to make these walls just... I think I just need to grab all of the walls and raise them up by like 5 meters. Because right now it's not like... It doesn't really feel like a walled city. Like, I think some of these inner walls are fine. Some of them. But a lot of them, I think... Like, this isn't really... This doesn't feel like fortifications. Well. I'm divided on it. I'll just let that be as it is for now. And I'll walk up and down the stairs as a treat. Alright, and I still need... I'm gonna actually make those arches. Let's just do like... Do I even need this? I don't think this is ever used. Because now I can do... Let's hide this for now. What was it, like that? Yeah, that looks good enough. And then, okay. So now, what I need to do is, I'll hide my collision, because eventually I'll need to just figure out how to make that not a disaster. Because now I need... Okay, actually this is mostly aligned here. Wait, I don't think I need any of these. Like... I mean, I guess I kinda do. Because well... high quality content right there. Let's do like this. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now I need to, let's just duplicate that, split it out. Hide this. Because I need... Okay. Alright, that was pretty easy. And all I need to do is, yeah, I'll add it here as well, so it'll be like... What, how many of these do I need? I think just 4. Oop. Let's say it goes like... Oh yeah, nice. Another one where I can just do that. Feels like I'm like not doing as well as I was. In terms of like actually like making these. Like, it seems like this one is now less successful. Alright, that's going to be good enough for now. Let's see how this looks. I just realized, also, that I have, like, n-gons here. Like, look at that. Excuse me. How could I commit such terrible crimes? Does this actually need to be here? Also, now that I think about it, that makes much more sense. You know what actually makes a lot more sense than... Why didn't I just do this? Like... There was literally no benefit to going through all the trouble of, like, creating these little triangles and things. If I could just do... Now it's a door, now it's an archway. And these ones, I guess, will be kind of janky looking. Because they're like... Well, I don't really have any excuse for it. They just look like this. Alright, what the fuck? This one's gonna be kind of fun, I guess. Oh, interesting. I already have, like... Well, because the collision is already so screwed up, or I had to change stuff so much, Let's do like... Oh, my music decided to quit. Thank you, YouTube. Yes. Oh, okay. Because it switched to disc 2. At least it didn't stop in the middle of the video like it sometimes does. It's like, are you still watching? You haven't done anything. It's like you're lost in thought while watching this video that you clicked on and isn't, and is long enough. Oh, well, whatever. Wait, this wasn't auto-smoothed? Weird. Oh well. And I'm not going to do it here. These stairs are too small for that. Like, this one's already kind of pushing it. Okay, let's see the Looney Tunes back in action. Because if all goes right, I should be able to walk through the arches. Pretty stunning, pretty challenging, you know. But the holes that I cut in the mesh should theoretically allow me to go through it. They're also way too big, but that's okay. And the mesh is like... Oh, and also this one is like not even close, buddy. How's this one faring? A bit better. I'll even go so far as to make all of my ramps have collision. Or camera collision, I should say. Like that. And now when I go in here, the camera gets really claustrophobic, so it gives you a perfect opportunity to admire Jackie's coat. And I'm trying to think what else I want here. I probably should have a garden. Yeah, I think that's something that, well, a bigger garden, I should say. Actually, maybe I could put this fountain here, but then I could put it on like a pedestal surrounded by a garden. That'd be cool. And another speed run through the city just for my own personal enjoyment. Yeah, I really need to change the material for the stairs to make it distinct from the walls, because right now it's very hard to tell that this is actually anything. Like, basically, you just have to already know it, or you have to catch a glimpse of the front of the stairs, which is pretty obvious. And I would love some platforming on, like... I like this precarious platforming. Maybe I should put, like, little windowsills. So, like, I think with these towers, I'm not going to have any entrances on the front. And instead, there'll be little windowsills that the player can grab onto. That's what I've decided right now. And also that means I don't have to work on an interior for these. Which, you know, I think that's pretty good. I think that's a... You know, things that reduce the amount of work that I have are pretty good. I'll just put, like, little doorways where you're intended to get in. Like here. And I think I would love for a castle that overlooks this whole thing. Nah. It'll be the villa. Oh right, I was gonna put like a bunch of garden around this place. And I think what would be cool is to have like little waterfalls and like a pond and like... I'll try working on that. I'll start on that. Because it'll be, let's do a circle with 24. Let's add a cylinder. I want this to be, yeah, like that. Eh. There we go. That's what I want for that. And then it'll be... garden. So our lovely fountain will be here, and then there'll be... I'm gonna make... something right here. So this will be like a little gap. Because it'll pretend that this is like a waterfall. And then it'll fall on some rocks. There'll be like... let's not even have that. This is just going to be smooth. No subdivision for this one. I should have put like the soil first, but oh well. Actually, now that I think about it, this is fine. I wonder if I can do like... yeah. Because I want some little pebbles as well. So basically there's going to be... the water's going to rush onto these, and then it'll be in this area, and then there's going to be some soil around this. So what are these called? Probably icosphere. Garden rocks collision. I'm suspicious of those pebbles. But oh well. there's gonna be like a little river around this whole thing. Like as if... How exactly actually do I want this? Because I may actually... Ah, well. Let's do cursor. Let's just lay out the basics. So then if I do that. Let's say mesh circle 6. No, I need like 12 here. Oh, okay. All right. So that's the flat water. So this is, what'll this be called? Garden water. I want it to be like a little bit like that. So now we have a lovely little island for plants on this side. We have some a little rim here. Oh, also. Median point. I need my doors for... These will definitely eventually be things. And I'm not just going to put the doors here and then never come back to this place. All right. Also, for these ones at least, I want a separate material for the door. But okay, we have that. Now what I need is... I'm going to make a little fake waterfall. Actually, I want it to be a cube. So what it'll do is it'll start up here. And I'll even have some, like, beautiful, wonderful particles, definitely. Because that's a thing that I've, you know, mastered. See, I guess I'm gonna try... It'll split off like this. Wow, this is how waterfalls look. This is just how they look. This is like stupendous. See, I need more like this, I guess. And then let's smooth this. Whew. Okay, so for this waterfall, I also need like a decent UV mapping, because it's gonna go from the start of the UV down. So let's do like... Okay. Let's reset this. Follow active quads. Okay, so I think it's going from left to right, top to bottom. Because we have this, okay, yeah, because this is here. Let's do like that. And then I'll hope that I can figure out like how to do the rest of that. See, and these ones I don't really care about. Actually, are these even visible ever? They shouldn't be, actually. Because what I should do instead is I should just have these go all the way down. Or like, these will eventually blend into the, they'll be blended in here. And then that will be like mixed with particles. Okay. I should have done like that. Too late, though. Also, why did I not make this, like, the waterfall should be facing the visitors, because it's like, you know, like it's the first evidence that they're wealthy. Okay, but now I'm gonna officially stop getting distracted. Get this, follow active quads. All right. Let's see how this looks. I'll move the fountain to be on top of that thing. The fountain may be too big now. Well, not really. Well, I mean, it's... It looks stupid. What I'm going to do instead is just I'm just going to make my own little thing. There we go. Garden Rocks will have the, Oh, right, I had this in a terrible place. Because I have it in map basic.material here. So, like, there's my beautiful rocks. Alright, where's this material? Circle dot material. I'll start with it like this. Well, yuck. Actually, first thing I'll do. Can I like, I'm gonna like remove this. Okay, I guess that works. Is this... I don't think it was re-imported. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it was. So now there's no ugly conflict between the two waters there, at least. And then the garden soil. What? Oh, okay. I didn't... Okay. See, I think the water here... Well, I think the water is just too green in general. Like, this should be, like, blue-green. You know, because then it's, then it looks like cartoon water instead of cartoon swamp water. Ooh. And yeah, I'll add a, I'll change this up. This actually, you know, this looks okay. I think once I get the moving normal maps. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Don't save. Let's do like new shader material. New shader, and I'll save it. Areas, material. Spatial. Depth draw alpha prepass. Export. No. I need a lot of the stuff from my multiply, so it'll be very similar to my glass filter, or glass shader, which is gem transparent. So yeah, for now, I'm gonna get all of this. Float. So it'll be uniform float speed. Zero and like, I don't know, 100. And then also, so there's going to be a vertex deformation, and it'll be sine time times speed times form, I know, uv dot y plus time times speed let's do wait, hang on. I need to change the position. I have a shader that does this. Basically, I want to make it undulate. So where is, I'll figure this out eventually. I need to find my old game that I was doing. Was it in Space Game? No. It wasn't in any of those. Was it here? Environment, materials, throb. Yes, this is it. So vertex plus equals color times offset times normal times F. So let's remove this. Why is that different now? Oh. Right. Okay, okay. I'm just dumb. Okay. So let's get this bad boy. I need speed to be like 1, vertex deform to be like 1. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. It should be like something like that. So you can see it gradually shrinking and growing. I think it's going the wrong way, but let's increase the speed and see. Yeah, I think it's not quite right. Let's do like speed of like -10 to 10? No, to 20. Alright, I already set that. Now, for some reason, there's no transparency. Also, that's not even like vaguely straight down. What am I doing with this? Like, absolute buffoon that I am. It feels like something is off with this. Well, obviously something is off. It's not transparent. Like... Also, I think I'm going to reduce the speed quite a bit. It does seem a bit more like unpleasant throbbing than water smoothly going down, because it's not really random like horizontally, so it's like I know. Plus vertex dot x dot z. So now there should be a bit more to it. Let's do like 6. C times vertex dot y plus vertex dot y, or like 4 times vertex dot y. Okay, the Z was what I wanted. Because now it's much more random. Or random seeming. But I don't get why it's not, like, refracting the things behind it. Like, this is the same shader, effectively, besides this. Maybe if I... What am I doing differently? It's like, if I save this... Oh, that's the wrong thing. If I save this material... Environment... and then if I put this on there... with like, oh, like it, you can see behind it. Also, I just realized that these things, because this is here, they're drawn into... Okay, they're drawn as a flat black material in the depth draw. Alright. This is confusing to me. Because if I put this material 0, so like, this is the same material, effectively. What if I remove this? Okay, there we go. That was the issue. Oh, also I have the brightness set. I do kind of like that. A little bit of that. Okay, so with some particle effects and then a normal map going down, let's make that right now. This will be very, very simple, I think. Let's just do like, yeah, 128 by 128. First I'll do a height map. And it starts with black. Oop. And goes up to white. Then very sophisticated, incredibly robust system. This is how water looks. Alright, now let's try... oh yeah, I did a paint over in 3D. What is it? Jack 4. Assets. Environment. Water height map. Filter. I know I have a normal map here somewhere, I think. Height to normal map. There we go. Kind of grainy looking. Okay. Assets, environment. I need project, material, environment, waterfall, normal. Oh, right. I removed the normal map shader. Because I can't think more than 15 seconds ahead. And then the ref normal equals normal. Oh, right. Equals normal map. Okay. So that gives me that. And then I'm gonna do dot y plus equals time times speed. Golly, golly, I have flowing water. It moves, it dances, it talks, it does it all, I think. And the water up here does not appear even vaguely transparent. Oh, there's zero refraction at all. I need like... Alright, I need like 0.1 refraction at least. There we go. Oh, right, and also... I need to... Oh, it doesn't pause. Right, and also... normal plus is that good enough? I mean that does vaguely what I want if it doesn't do exactly what I want. Look at that beautiful, beautiful water. And she turns like completely invisible. Like she's refracted all the way out of here. It's like an invisibility cloak. I know what I need. The refraction is too high. There we go. Wow, I cannot believe that this actually, like, worked without, like, 2.5 hours of labor on my part. Like, the UVs do things, the normal maps look decent. They actually have a bit of, like, lumpiness to them that I wasn't intending, but that works out in my favor because now it looks more like water. Yeah, that's... Even if I don't wind up doing, like, the proper thing with the, Oh, wait, actually, also, I need to add a save zone around this. I'll just add it here. So, collision, this only collides with the player. So where are entities? Where's my beautiful save zone? And you can save in a huge area around it. Oh. Well, I sure hope it didn't save there. Okay, there we go. So even if there's not going to be many shops here, because I don't want too many lights, I think this is a pretty solid little start. Okay, so I have 15 minutes left. Let's just throw some boxes in real quick. So I'm going to try to reference. I'm so happy with how that turned out. Q. Let's have a little hideaway there for the player to get soft locked. I think that'd be pretty fun. No, what I'll do, just in case they get back here, you know, in the unlikely event that they jump or climb in their jumping and climbing video game, they'll do that. So what is this? Housing. And I won't even properly, like, detail this stuff. Nope. I want this here. With the blessed auto smooth. I want a little back area here, so it'll be like, no, this does like that, and then cube. I know. We'll do this. So that way it's not quite as obvious that there's anything more back here. And then what should be here? I like having very little space next to this door. Like, you come in here and then instantly, boom, you're just in the city. Let's do this goes up like this, and then they all go down. Honestly, I probably should have done this gray box, like, just box stuff out first, so then I can, like, play through the game, knowing what it's gonna feel like with all this stuff. Oh well. I'm not very good at my job. That's why they don't pay me to do this. I'll put this like there. So it'll be like... I should have figured out what I wanted to do with this first. Because like this, that's gone. I've actually changed my mind. So I think you could jump from here. Well, you could actually jump here pretty easily. But then you'd have to climb up here. And then you could do something fun, like... Well, actually, a lot of this stuff is kind of invalidated by the fact that there's a wall running around this whole thing. Let's see. Alright, now we're on disc 3 of Final Fantasy X's soundtrack. The walls of a city don't really matter much if the buildings go above the walls. I don't think. Well, I mean, people still have trouble getting in, but they can just, like, I don't know, shoot arrows at the buildings, set them on fire. Oh, this is... Okay, now I'm like really going off the script. But alright. Since the geometry is simple enough, I'm just making it so that they're all, like, so that the mesh itself also serves as the collision mesh. So, like, Godot has this automatic importing thing where if you add dash col, it generates the collision mesh using the actual mesh data. So that's just what I'm doing. If it were more complicated geometry, like for example the stairs, I don't make them have the collision, I just make a separate collision mesh and then have dash col only, col only. And then this doesn't actually render, it's just for collision. Yep. Yeah, Blender, or Godot has a few of those import settings that you can use. I don't know where they're documented. I know they're somewhere. Let's see, I guess I'm gonna add this cube here. I know. At this point, I'm going to start breaking up the line of sight for this area. So like this will go here. And so that way the player's like kind of lost now. Because they have to worm through this to get to here. Let's see. I'll do a little bit of play testing. I mean, admittedly, I don't have a specific idea of what I want to do with these. But there's plenty of opportunities for adding little secrets and bugs. Yeah, I think the walls will have to be raised at some point. Because these are barely taller than the buildings as they are, and they're like, this could be like maybe 2 stories, like, and I want it to be a bit more vertical than this, though this is, I think, kind of nice. Okay, and with it, and if you're doing a bit more jumping and hopping around, the fast way, okay, and that's good. I want the optimal route through here to not be just like walking in a straight line, but to actually like you get a pretty decent shortcut from hopping up here. Because then you can hop into this garden area. And I'll probably put something in here, because this seems like a little miniature... I know. I'll put a few more of those, these guys in there. Oh, wait. I have to reload this. So this is like the real shops. These are all the tourist trap shops. And these are like the ones that the people actually go to get the good deals on. I don't know what they'd sell. Well, probably like imported fish or something. And I think, yeah. And I want to add the bounce thing, or the ability to bounce off of these for extra height, but that'll come a bit later. And actually, for all of these, let's get all of our housing. I'm just going to do, for now, I'll just do the brick. Not terribly impressive. And then for these, let's do, I know. I think all of these have 2 material slots, so I'm going to put, let's put a main spatial and just like a wood texture. For now, this isn't going to look right. I'm going to put this decayed wood with no subsurface scattering, low softness. Yeah, they just look brown for now because there's no UV maps here. And I mean, this isn't even a good texture for this anyway, but I'll make a door some other time. Let's see, and in the last minute of the stream, I guess I'll just run around a bit more. I've modeled my little heart out all day. Or, yeah, I'm all tuckered out. And soon these will even have, like, any sort of coherent detailing. Maybe. I'll at least put doors. And probably windows. Let's see. What should be back here? I don't know. This will be like a nice little gathering place that people go to. Yeah. Yeah, and they won't be... I think the doors will just be flat facades. So, like, these ones don't do anything right now. I think for some of them, if I get time, after basically implementing the rest of the game, I'd like to have some little interactive areas inside those, but... yeah, for now they're just going to be door frames, I guess. Alright, this is shaping up to be a little place. Nah, it'll just be a built-in area. I think what I'll actually do is I won't even have, like, the doors actually open and close. They'll just be open door frames. So I'll just essentially cut a hole in the rock behind this and put a room there. And then if I don't get around to it, the doors will just stay closed. And I'm hoping, let's see, I'm hoping tomorrow and Wednesday I can just fill out the rest of this place with buildings and plants and things. Well, I actually need to get the plants. I might just get like an asset library or something. Nice, there's a little bit of purple in the lighting there. Let's see. So it's 8 p.m. here, so I'll probably be ending the stream now. But thanks for stopping by. It seems like you only just got here, but yeah, I stream my time 5:30 to 8 p.m. most weekdays except for Friday. Oh yeah, also Thursdays I'm only streaming for an hour. And then Saturdays I stream most of the day. So I start pretty early. Let's see. And I'm pretty happy with the progress I made. Got our lovely little waterfall. Got some buildings. What else did I do? Oh yeah, the gardens. Putting in some putting greens. That'll eventually have plants and stuff. Oh yeah, barrels and vines. Yeah, barrels are actually a good one. I should have things like, just supplies and stuff like that. Like, because if these are the shops, they should have stock. Those are good. And yeah, also crates. Those would be good. Maybe bales of hay, even. Well, would they have hay bales? Maybe. But yeah, produce and storage and stuff like that would be good. Pretty much only an action adventure. Technically an open world 3D platformer. But, yeah, I think it'll be pretty fun. And you'll mostly be adventuring around. And it should hopefully be done by November, because that's when the final deadline for the game jam. Though it had been extended. Originally it was meant to end in May. Though, I had basically nothing done by then, so I'm glad that it was extended. It's called the Open World Jam. So it's, let's see if I can get a link to it. So there's the site Glorious Trainwrecks. I don't know which one's the main site anymore. And so far... Okay, so there's 3 here, and then there's also, I know, 1 on Itch.io. So it's essentially a duplicate. Oh, there's 7 entries on Itch.io. I'll have to play those sometime. But yeah, a very broad interpretation of open world. And a lot of the games are pretty small. Like, the jam is so long to encourage people to take breaks, I just haven't. And also, I don't think the host has taken much breaks either, because she's constantly posting updates on her work. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to fleshing this stuff out and getting sort of a complete game. Let's see. I guess that'll be it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. And I guess tomorrow I'll be... Yeah, for the rest of the week probably I'll be filling out this area with, I guess, just a low level of detail. And then when I come back to it later... Yeah, have a good evening. when I come back to it later, I'll add more detail. Hopefully. See you then.